Since the
That
last
vague pussy.
session,
Shut.
Sorry.
in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding,
Rama,
according
So
to
as I
continue,
was,
continue.
so as I was saying, it's been a while since we've had last session, so I'd like a volunteer to do the recap. And if there are inaccuracies that may prove significant, I might help to correct a few things. Otherwise, if there are inaccuracies but they are not significant, yeah, have fun. So who would like to be the volunteer?
I can certainly try. This was when I didn't have my medication, so my brain was scattered, but I'll see if I can remember everything.
All right, Double, go for it. I have faith in you and in your full audio recording of that session.
So, with what happened, we started kind of just sitting around eating at like a dining room, and everyone was just kind of like discussing and talking about stuff. And then I, yeah, we were waiting for that whole like kind of control thing for Roxana to give to the Vontron or King Vontron the 47th. And what else was there? I don't know if much else really happened in there. I think Van Algen was talking about trying to get recruited in it too and trying to figure out where to go or something. And then people started throwing food. And then the guards got mad and they were like, hey, stop that. And then those two stopped, I
Hello?
think. Huh?
What's up, man?
Oh,
Wow, yeah.
Hold on, I got him. Don't worry, wait. Watch this.
Yeah, he's muted
Actually, oh,
himself.
he got it. I was gonna call him.
They
Okay.
were gonna call him. I had a
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay. After that, we left, and then King Vontron walked off, trying to get to the place sooner. And then everyone else walked up, and then he talked to a very, very large, muscular Triton man, and they had a good conversation. And then he's like, "Oh, I got you, bro." And then he chucked him in the direction of, "Oh man, actually I think I should just give up on names. Like if I did on my medicine, it's basically gone." He threw Vontron just across the city, well, not across the city, but pretty far. And then he
Yeah,
basically
just a
managed
whole like
to,
25 miles into the air. Just falls
yeah,
down a little while ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then he did like a backflip or something, and then I think he landed on his feet. His ankles might be a bit messed up, but he's fine, I guess. And then we walked inside, and then we talked to the lady, and she's like, "You got to talk to this guy." And then we talked to him, and then everyone started all slightly antagonizing him or like yelling at a guy to go to get sleep when that's the one thing he wanted to do more than anything in that moment. It was an interesting conversation, but I all I remember is that he was Snake Oile's brother, I believe, but I don't remember his name because I'm bad at names.
Petri?
Patry?
Petri.
Patry, that guy.
Petri. E.
Okay,
Like
Eh.
Pepper.
all right. Patry? Just Patry?
Yeah.
Okay. Now then we talked to him, and then he was like, "Fine, go. You're not gonna do whatever anyway." And then we walked out, and then we went to the place, and then some guy in like a basically what my brain remembers it as a guy in a pink Hawaiian shirt and a coconut and like one of those like kind of straw hats, just walking out, being like, "Hey guys," and then he just kept walking, and then he's like, "Don't worry about it," and then he disappeared in a wall, and then Vontron and Arias, I think, both ran into a wall.
That is true.
And then Arias also blinded themselves basically by using detect magic for a bit, which wasn't great. But other than that, we all went in and saw all these statues, and then like there were four around the corners, and then I think there was one in the middle. We were trying to figure out what they all did, and there was this one we were messing with, and then Earhart broke it, and then it fixed itself. And then Arias had a gem that they put in the statue, and then water started filling the place. So it's like, okay, we got to solve this puzzle of like a dress up type thing. And that's the part where my brain really is scattered. And I don't remember exactly what the combination was, but they figured it out. And I believe I actually, no, actually, yeah, the end of that session is a blur to me. I think that's when my brain was fully just fried.
All right, I'll help, but first I need help from one of our resident Girls Go Games experts who'd like to take the stand for that. We don't have a resident Girls Go Games expert.
Okay, sorry, I had a call. So we basically mixed and matched outfits for the statues to get the correct set.
Good. That's it.
We then. Well, wait, Double, where did you end?
All I remember is like I think we solved it, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
what happened
okay,
after
so we solved it and we ended up going. The eyes of the thing started glowing, the pink, and we went into a vision.
Oh,
collectively.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So what happened is we saw I don't remember, like, I know who it was. I don't think our characters knew who it was, or
They have not been named. No.
no, not that they've been named. I don't know if they were connected that the two were the same person.
Oh,
Because we see a reflection while we're in that,
We did.
a reflection. No, you didn't see the.
but we
You did
saw the
not-
other version of us, right?
The other version of you.
Because we had to grab, like, the whole thing is saw it because you used the second person for the entire vision, and we basically saw this person who is like they have to save their people, and there's like a great fire outside, and they essentially built up an army of themselves, like multiple possibilities of themselves to fight off this thing.
Hmm.
Like
That's
there was like a woods, like a gray woods that they were collected in.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. To make sure there's no misunderstanding, you saw one of them in particular that looked rather noble, or at least
Yeah.
as part of nobility. Use magic to kind of gather people, and every time, yeah, he gathered one more of himself, kind of trying to fight an army that was encroaching to a great city, and every
Yeah.
time failing in a variety of ways. At the end, it ended with almost 100 of them gathered in this beige monochrome world, filled everywhere with woods, bushes, and woodland creatures.
For the vision, the statue that was slightly bigger in stature, Von Algen felt the pull towards that increase. And I believe he described it as if it started like taunting him almost. And Von Algen went to raise his warhammer to bash it, and he froze.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we ended.
All right, that is very much true. The both of you did good work, so you get one shared inspiration. You have to both agree who gets it when you want to use it. So enjoy figuring that out in the moment.
Probably you can
And-
take it.
I mean, all right,
You did the heavy lifting.
all right.
Alright. And we'll start where we last left off. As Daria just said, you've all witnessed that vision, with the last scene of it you saw was the people gathered in the woods, searching for answers, for a reason, for a way, searching each for their own way to go about things. And you fall back into your own bodies with a flash of blinding light that quickly subsides. Looking around, you see Van Algen himself walking towards a statue and freezing as he's slamming down his warhammer. You can sense magic's at work around you. The room slowly changing. Not in any way you can immediately put your finger on, though. What do you all do?
Earhart's just kind of staring
At what?
at Van Algen.
He's not moving. Looking closely, you can see that he does still appear to be breathing. But besides that, not an indication of life at all.
Is there Algen? Uh. Oh dear. Oh, hello? I'm gonna like walk closer.
Alright. Walk closer to him. As you do, you can feel some magic, almost like a tether, being pulled in between him and the statue. It's unusual to be able to feel magic like this without even trying to. That means even the less educated of commoners would be able to sense it clearly. What are you doing?
Would there have been anything like noted about the statue in particular that Roxana would have had access to?
What do you mean?
Like some observations perhaps Petri had? Or any of the other researchers?
Well, you didn't stick around in Petri's rooms to find out, so
No.
definitely nothing there.
Okay, so there's been no communication between the researchers and whatever Seiko really has put together for this.
You yourself have never asked. No.
Okay, alright. Hindsight's 2020, I guess. Oh dear. You... Roxana's gonna turn to the rest of the party. You sense this, right?
Yes, of course. Not quite understanding what is occurring right now, but it's very odd indeed.
Okay, it's incredibly strong magic. I believe linking the two. It doesn't appear to be immediately harmful. Did the eyes on the statue change yet too?
The eyes themselves don't seem to have changed, no. But it's pretty easy for you to tell that the statue itself does have a magical presence.
Yeah.
Or at least something within, or without it.
Oh, I was hoping for a color.
You can cast detect magic. If you got it.
But we detect magic. The magic is being detected.
The type of magic, but
Yes, literally. Yes, technically, you are right.
Like, I'm sorry, I was being serious. Like,
It's a spell.
Yeah, the spell detect magic. Yes.
Yeah, you get more details with detect magic.
Oh, my fault. I was like, I was like, well, we know there's magic involved.
It's
Like,
like
I
with
don't
the
know what we
dark eyes.
detected magic for.
Identify, it's a sword. I see it right there.
Yeah. Find familiar, it's right there.
Guys.
I mean, I don't have detect magic, bro. I couldn't read the description. I'm sorry.
That's fair. That's so fair. I don't got anything.
But like, literally, it was like we established there's magic involved. So I was making sure, like, let's not waste any resources here, you know.
apparently I've also already used 2 spell slots, so...
And like, your rolls haven't been that crazy, you know. So like, well, you might mess around and be like, oh yeah, there's magic. You feel me? You know, it's right there.
There's some.
Okay.
like we said before.
Alright, well... Okay.
Earhart's gonna try to move Van Algen's arms down so his arms don't give out.
Make an athletics check.
I'm gonna snap his arms off, bro.
Don't break
Oh,
his
no.
arm!
Uh, 17.
17. You try to pull them down, but you don't manage to. It's unclear whether it's just Van Algen being the absolute unit he is, or if the magic somehow is maintaining him like this. But there is strong resistance to your efforts to push him down, and you don't manage to move him more than about half an inch.
Well, not wanting to snap his arm off like he did with the statue, or at least even if it was just a finger, he's like, okay, he's done. He's not going to do anything else.
What if I like breathe on the statue? You know, see what happens.
You breathe on the statue?
Okay, well,
Let me cook. Let me cook.
as we're like doing all of this, Roxana has pulled out like a tiny little notebook and is like currently writing down little observations.
Alright. As you jot down your observations, you see that King Vontron himself is breathing on the statue, which does not seem to elicit any sort of response.
Okay. Had to check. We got to check. You know, it's the little things, bro. It's the little things.
What's Arias doing during that time?
Can I peek over Roxana's shoulder?
Just be nosy-ish.
Yeah, I'm just being nosy.
Do you want me
I
to
wanna see what
describe
you're
this
writing.
notebook?
Yes.
So, what's written is just, like Van Algen approaches statue. It's like a very detailed thing, like a small thing of notes of approaches statue, raises hammer in response to activity within statue, freezes, unmovable as far as as known, and like it's just stuff like that. It's like there's like little marks, like footnotes too, of like that Van Algen's a turtle, that the statue, there's like description of the statue, but all around, like in the margins and shit, are tiny little doodles.
Oh.
There's like little flowers and little hearts.
Oh.
Little
Right.
faces too, every now and then.
Arias points to like the doodle that like looks the best, and he's like, "That looks cool."
And Roxanne immediately closes the notebook. He's like, oh,
No, I don't be like embarrassed. It looks cool.
Thank you. How long have you been there?
If I said a minute, would you be upset with me?
Roxana's just gonna blink a couple times. Oh, no, of course not. No,
About
you
like 2 minutes.
you can stand wherever you need to. I can't. Okay, well, I forgot last time. Did any of you guys like talk about how you how the statue responded to you?
Which part?
Because I remember Double and Earhart approached it. There's like almost a connection, but it wasn't quite there. I forget if Earhart said anything. I can't imagine he did.
Wow.
That's funny though.
I mean,
Shut up, Earhart.
he
No one
did-
asked your
he
opinion.
actually did say, like, basically...
He did? Okay.
He did say basically what, like, Rama had said that he felt.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's why I was like saying in character. I don't know if you would say anything or not. Okay, well, we've all attempted connecting to the statue, but it seems Van Algen had the strongest, and this might have been the result. Perhaps he's also in a vision, like we were?
what do we do now? Can we drag him with us?
We have an extremely large individual who has the ability to carry individuals. So let's just have him drag him around. Sounds like a pretty simple solution.
Can we even move him? I mean,
Earhart, would you mind trying to pick up Van Algen?
Kind of like looks at Van Algen, just debating. Like he's like, I can't ask for permission for them since they're like this. So he resigns to apologize later, and he will attempt to pick him up.
Roll athletics.
You're gonna need like a 30.
Oh, I got a natural. Actually, wait, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You had that one.
Yeah,
That one,
I'm gonna use
hate
my
to see it.
inspiration. Okay, 21.
21. You managed to move him a bit more this time. You grab him underneath the armpits and you try to pull him up, pick him up. You managed to move him about a third of a foot, so a few inches. Not much distance, and you sense the more you move him, the more resistance there is.
Darn.
He just shakes his head and sets him down gently.
Okay. I don't believe anything like this has been noted before. Or at least it wasn't brought to my attention.
well, what sort of thing can we do? Like, do we just leave him? That feels kind of cruel. Like, where do we go from here?
I mean, I don't believe I'm strong enough to dispel whatever magic is holding him. And Earhart isn't physically strong enough to move him.
Apologies.
Oh no, you did your best. It was more than I could, so. I believe the only thing we can do is to progress further. Perhaps there's a way to dispel it if we keep going.
But what if there isn't? Are we just gonna leave him alone in this creepy room? I mean, if I was the one frozen, I'd be kind of upset.
I'm not saying we're leaving him here. And we're not gonna try and help him. I'm saying maybe the only way to help him is to progress. We know nothing about this temple. No one out there knows anything about this temple either. We can't move him.
Then we move onward.
I guess.
No, I guess. That is the solution. Huzzah!
Alright then, I guess. Yeah, that's what we do.
There we go. Yeah. We need that
Yeah.
energy. Yeah!
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 Alright, you win, bro. You win. I can't.
Alright, it's just starts walking up.
Alright.
Where?
But you pumped him up so much, he's walking up. He doesn't know where he's going, to be
We
honest.
like that. Yeah, we
Aaron
like
follows
that.
him. Looks like he knows where he's going, so Aaron's like,
We got
"Oh, okay.
we got to go somewhere. I follow.
I go in the direction that looks like the most probable of succeeding. That wasn't a
Okay,
sentence.
what do you mean? You want me to
Like,
describe?
like is there like a door? Or something?
Okay, let me describe the place where you're at again. Okay?
Please.
Okay, you are currently standing in a temple. On all sides, there are pillars strewn up high, holding up a triangular-shaped roof. On three of the sides of this temple, there's statues lined up. There's 33 on each side, with one in the center being taller and bigger. One of the statues on the sides of the walls is clearly different from the others, the one where Vanalgan is now stuck in a standstill against. One of the sides of this temple instead has stairs leading downwards it and leading to the magical platform you use to get down there.
So that's
From
the entrance.
outside of the temple, you can see it still pretty clearly from inside, as there's no actual wall, only the pillars holding up the temple. You can see that the ocean is still being stopped, held still by immense light pink magical barriers. As you look around, you sense, you see magic suffusing the place, and you see small things changing. It's actually quite glaring, because the symmetry has been completely broken, but a good few of the statues have now disappeared.
Oh. Okay, wait, so the stairs was like where we came in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I walked to like the opposite wall of the stairs and then realized there was nowhere to go, and then I just kind of stop and turn around. And then look around. And then just stand there.
Like
Alright.
him?
As you walk towards the back side of the temple, you come face to face with a statue. It's got large tongues and an odd armor, and it vanishes right in front of your eyes. Is there a moment? It is gone the next. Not a noise. No whoosh. No destruction. It's just gone.
Did you guys saw that, right? I'm not the only one that saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did we do
But-
him?
Were you looking over there?
He was
Nope.
following Araya, so
Alright,
Yeah, I
you
would've
would've- you
Been
would've seen it.
trailing with my eyes, at least.
Yeah. You would have seen it just kind of pop out. It's there a moment, you blink, and it's just gone.
Yes.
Earhart will nod then.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly where I was leading us to. Yeah. I knew that would happen.
Worst.
I don't know why it happened, but it happened.
It did.
So,
Wait, how many are gone now?
About a fourth. As you look around, you see that with each passing second, more and more of the statues seem to be vanishing away.
is there a pattern on like which ones are vanishing? Like, is it like the like certain ones that are like wearing a certain thing or something?
It doesn't seem to be. You see people dressed in traveling outfits, those dressed in armors, and those dressed in the finer clothing. All of them seem to be fairly intermingled and kind of just vanishing. Doesn't seem to be either the left side or the right or the back. It almost seems random.
Oh no.
So what does that mean? I'm not sure.
I mean,
Roxana, you're smart. What does this mean?
Roxana's eyes are like huge right now, and she's like kind of being like muttering under her breath. I don't know. You guys aren't near her. Maybe Vaughn tried to hear, but she's just like, "He's going to kill me. I'm going to die."
Oh, she tweaking. Oh no, I'm stepping away. I'm gonna slide. Just go slide away from her a little bit more. You know, just not deal with that.
Oh no. Please.
You look away, Vontron, and to you, Roxana, you see more and more of these priceless antique relics vanishing from sight, while you are the only ones in the vicinity. You do anything?
Uh, okay. Maybe this is supposed to happen, right? We solved a puzzle. Right? We solved a puzzle. We saw some of the history, and maybe this is just the natural progression. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
Eric's
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
check where the statues were, and he's gonna check and see, does it look like they were, like, did they leave an impression on the ground?
There doesn't seem to be anything like that. It's not dirty, it's not cleaner than any of the ground around. There's no sigil, there's no nothing. It's like it was never there at all.
I was about to ask.
Has anything I was gonna actually look, is there like any like symbol left behind or something? Is there anything different about the middle statue?
The middle statue doesn't seem to change. As more and more of the smaller statues move, you see the lettering of the plaque in front of it change as well. The letters simply vanishing from sight and coming back changed with each blink of your eyes.
What was it spelling?
Still spelling stuff out. For the moment, it's still pretty much intelligible.
This plaque is changing. It's rewriting itself.
Rice is gonna walk over.
It's doing what? Shit!
We found something. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm
So,
gonna wait. I was gonna say I'm just gonna like stare at it until it's complete.
Alright. Does anybody else do anything in the few minutes it takes for it to fully complete?
I want to watch the statue disappearing.
Alright. You watch them. You looking out for something in particular, or you just admiring the spectacle?
Like how often are they going? Like in any correlation? I know you told me there wasn't, but
They seem to be vanishing every time you blink. Every time you close your eyes, they go.
Are they
Stop
weeping
blinking.
angels?
I try not to blink.
Yeah. You try not to blink, and to you, the statues remain there. To everyone else that is not making a conscious effort not to blink, they seem to be gone.
What?
If anyone looks at Arez, his eyes are wide and like starting to water slightly. But he's focusing really hard to not blink and stare at like this group of statues.
Alright. How long you keeping that up?
As long as I can.
Roll a
okay?
what's your constitution mod?
2.
Alright, you can keep that up for 2 minutes.
Alright. Is anything else changing?
If I keep my eyes open, they don't disappear.
What are you?
They're not
Talking about-
disappearing.
Is there a statue in front of you right now?
We're losing it.
Rama, for me, for Roxana, is there statues in front of Arias that are gone?
There are no statues in front of Arias.
Arias, are you looking at something right now?
There's a statue there. I haven't blinked in 2 minutes.
Can you? Oh, what?
Can
you
I like
direct-
touch the statue?
Can you direct my hand to it?
You extend your hand to touch the statue, and you do. You feel its cold, hard surface against your own skin.
I carefully grab Roxana's hand and I try and put it on the statue.
You do so. Roxana, as he pulls your hand and pushes it towards nothingness, your hand does go in nothingness. You feel nothing. And to you, Arias, the statue vanishes.
Look,
There's nothing.
no, it disappeared when you touched it.
Poof.
Can I go to one of the other statues that like is still there? And I'm like to Roxana, can you see this one?
There's no statues in front of you, Arias. At least,
Can I try and
Is this-
climb the statue?
This is the craziest gaslighting I've ever fucking heard of.
At this point, Arias, it's been the 2 minutes. You go to approach the statue to try and climb it, but it's just been too long. Your eyes hurt so much you can't help but blink.
Damn it! And he's like crying. His eyes are watering so much.
Your eyes are like completely red at this point. They are desperate for hydration. And as you approach the statue, you lift your head again to see that it is gone. Along with each of the other statues, safe for 2. What do y'all do?
Earhart.
I don't know.
maybe that has something to do with possibilities, or it's an illusion.
Earhart's gonna point out the ground. They left nothing.
Is it an illusion if I can touch it though?
Oh,
Mm,
nah, let her cook. Let her cook.
perhaps
we can-
illusion wasn't the right word.
I want to say something so bad, but Earhart would have no idea how illusion magic works.
I honestly, I said illusion, not actually thinking of illusion magic. I was just using the word.
It's not tricks, Michael. It's illusions.
What
What the
2
fuck?
statues are left? Is it just...
You want to take a guess?
Yeah, okay, yeah, alright. That confirms it. Alright, I'm gonna go read
Yeah,
the plaque
can you say
now.
it for the rest of us, Coach? Please.
The
I'm
one
raising my
in front
hand.
The one in front of Van Algen, and then the middle one, the central one.
Thank you. Shit.
Yeah.
Not all of us are as smart as you think, Rama. Dumber than a box of rocks. What are you talking about?
Can I read the plaque?
Yes, the plaque now is fully formed, and it reads as such. Your origin and motive rearranged, just as your fate before you challenged. For Nabur and any of the shelled, a force at the summit of all arms mortal, that would allow neither opposition nor survival. Defeat them once more, through the means from before. Call upon the same powers, and the way to them will open. All so you may become yourself again.
Bars.
Sorry. He the
Okay.
best. DJ Ken.
Okay, great. Cool, thank you.
I gotcha.
Thank
And
you.
for my mistake.
There's also a couple of words I wasn't sure I heard right. Your origin would have rearranged, just as your fate before you challenged for Nabur. And
Nabur.
does that word ring a bell? Does that mean anything?
Nabur?
Yeah.
You can roll history.
Okay.
Nabur. I don't think that's what you spelled, but okay. I'm letting you cook.
Alright, that is a 25.
25 is quite good. You remember a long time ago, while you were in the middle of class, you were scrolling through an old tome of magic. It was about the origins of the abjuration magics tied to the sea. Fairly advanced and almost incomprehensible stuff to people that have not delved deep in that matter. You remember there was a small slip in it that mentioned Nabur. It was, as you remember it, a bit of poetry about a long lost place. You remember taking the tome from the Academy's library?
But Nabur was referring to this lost place then.
Nabur was in the little poem? As to
Okay.
whether it's this place.
Okay,
You probably have to look at the
Nabur
poem again to be sure.
and any of the shelled, of course, at the summon? Fuck is that word?
I looked it up. It means like the collection of everything.
Thank you. At the summon of all arms. At the summon of all arms. Mortal. That would well, let me restart this. Force of the summon of all arms mortal that would allow neither opposition nor survival. Defeat them once more. A force of the summon.
And as
Defeat
you
them once
read
more.
this, Roxana, the words echoing in your head. Well, actually, before I say this, what's everyone doing right now? Is everyone just kind of huddled around the plaque reading it?
Earhart is just standing, looking around. He's like,
I'm
"This is
looking
out of
at-
my element. I found the statue thing. He did his job. Now he's just being a bodyguard again."
All right. What about Arias and Vontron?
Shit, man, I'm just sitting there like admiring myself, you know, just like damn, I'm sexy as fuck. You know?
All right. What about Arias?
I'm looking at the plaque, but like I try reading it for like a few seconds, and then my eyes water, and I also don't know what it means, so I kind of get bored and just stop blinking to myself.
In that case, Erhat and I guess Vontron, you're looking at yourself, so you're not seeing anything else.
Yes, sir.
Erhat, you see behind Arias and Roxana, 3 statues appear. They're just there. All of them are facing towards both Roxana and Arias, each with weapons in hand.
Oh,
The two of you don't feel, hear, see, smell, or otherwise observe anything.
You know, Roxana's fully invested in this text right now. Has like a hand on her chin.
So you don't. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, full on like leaning towards the plaque to read it.
So both Roxana and Arias have no clue or indication at all that anything manifested behind them. To you, Erhat, you see the 3 statues with their weapons drawn, each clad in thick armor. It gleams metallic as though it was just polished, even though it wasn't even there before. Each of the 3 weapons are pointed, almost like they're going to skewer or attack.
Earhart will move himself between the statues and Arias and Roxana, and he will just say, "There are more statues."
hold on a sec. I can't see anything. My eyes are wet.
Roxana will turn around. Oh god!
You turn around to see the tip of a spear pointed directly at your nose.
What's going on?
Be careful turning around.
I turn around
The arms.
carefully.
You open your eyes to see a huge great axe in the middle of swinging down against you.
That's not welcoming. What?
Are they like? Do they look like normal statue? Like, do they look like the same material as the other statues, or you said something with bronze?
They seem to be made of the same polished stone-like material as the other statues, though what they're wearing is it almost seems like they would be functional equipment pieces. Each of their armor is made of clearly well-maintained and well-made metal. It's hard to tell at a glance what kind. The weapons themselves do seem to be genuine. You can see they have a reddish hue where the blades are.
Reddish hue. Okay. Like blood or magic?
Blood.
Blood. Okay.
Oh, I have a dumb idea. I blink. Does it go away?
I love that. I love that idea. It does not go away.
I keep blinking.
I love that thinking. But no, it does not go away.
I don't
You
stop
were
blinking.
just about to get like your skull cleaved by this thing by
I-
blinking. I was like, did you move away, or are you just doing it when
Yeah.
he's like mid-swing?
I'm gonna move away, but I still keep blinking.
Roxana's gonna like try and like slide to the side a bit and like sidestep. I
Yeah,
believe we have to fight them.
Slide to the left.
Earhart's gonna check out its
Chris
the
Cross.
statue's form. Like, are these like? Do these look like trained people? Like the way that swinging? At least someone who would know how to swing this type of weapon.
Yeah, I like that thinking. You want to do an... No, I think you could just succeed on the investigation check. You're a fighter, you know that. Their form is fantastic. These are clearly people that know very much what they're doing. The individuals themselves don't seem to be detailed. There's no facial expression or any other like discerning mark. The armors do not have an insignia or anything like that. But the form of the actual attacking statues is very much clean. Even as Roxana and Arias move out of the way, the statues don't seem to move. Arias, with your multitude of blinking, you're pretty sure by this point that if it was going to move, it would have. You've given them plenty of time to move. Unless...
Unless?
What do y'all do?
Earhart will just
Okay.
kind of like relay that these whatever is doing this knows how to fight, like at least martially.
Oh dear, well that really sucks because I didn't switch out my spells before our first session, so I didn't.
You can do that.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I'm
really
saying
good.
before our first session, I didn't like put them. They weren't solidified yet, but I completely forgot to do it the night before, so I'm kind of stuck with the spells Roxana has. And I also realized last session that I never did the like my ability thing with the 2 dice rolls,
Oh.
and I figured it was way too late for me to bring that up. So
Yeah, it's at the beginning. When
Yeah,
when
of the
long
day.
rest, I think.
Damn, we
that's why I wasn't even gonna ask, because I was like, this is way too late for even me to be comfortable doing. So,
we in a bad spot, y'all.
yeah.
Earhart's gonna try to walk around the statue, and he's gonna see if he can start just undoing parts of the armor to take it off.
Yeah, you do that. You look around the armors. If it's been put on, you gotta be able to take it off, right?
That's hilarious.
You find the clasps. You unclasp them. The armors fall into your hands. The armors are clearly oversized. They're not for any actual people to wear. Or at least you need a pretty big guy to fit them.
Earhart's a big guy, but probably
You know-
not big enough.
He is a pretty big guy. He's 7, right?
Yeah, he's 7 foot flat.
Yeah, you need more of a, 10-foot guy.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Oh,
not really
shit.
you're not a human being at that point, but you could find a big guy, like a really big guy, and he would probably be able to wear it.
This would be a great gift for a big guy.
What the f-
I don't mean,
Okay.
Earhart's just gonna have the armor, just like that's it. He's just, I guess he's like holding it and he's just moving it around and just like trying to prove it to himself, like, yeah, it's real.
As you hold it and kind of twist it around, you see something inside it. Water pouring down. It's not a lot, maybe a glass full. After it's fallen to the ground, it remains there, and it stops, seeping from the armor.
Do the statues look damp at all?
Nope.
Is it
It's strange.
for number in any of the shelled at a force at the summon of all arms mortal? So a force at, because summon means specifically like good, not good, but like
The apogee.
yeah. Do you have where all arms mortal that would allow neither a force of them that would allow neither opposition nor survival defeat them once more? Call upon the same powers, and the way to them will open. Also, you may become yourself again.
Is the big statue, is that a 10-foot guy?
Yeah, they're all 10 feet tall. The statues themselves, unlike the main one on which there's a plaque, are not on a pedestal at all. They are just real big.
I'm gonna play dress up again.
Yeah, does the statue in the middle, does it... I forgot, is it holding anything in its hands?
Yep, the three statues are holding a longsword, a spear, and a great axe.
Okay. And all of their hands are full.
No, they're holding all of their weapons with two hands.
Okay.
So 3 types of weapons. Okay, so I was honestly thinking originally it's like what is it called? Like those people that like do Civil War battles? Reenactments, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had to do like a reenactment of like that one of the initial like fights that we saw in the vision. But I don't think we really got that many details about the fights.
You would have actually seen them. I'm not like gonna tell you 99 retellings of the same thing.
Oh yeah, no, obviously.
You did. The gist of it was every time the main figure would go to one of their own, and they try to fight back against an enormous army that would approach. You didn't understand any of the actual words they spoke. Names and the like would have been completely lost. But you could see that they've tried a variety of ways to defeat it. Through tactics, ambushes, sabotage, through betrayal from the enemy's ranks. Through anything they could think of. Without it ever actually mattering.
Do these statues look like whoever they were fighting?
The armors are fairly similar.
Okay.
How could there be water in this?
Did I drink the water?
It's on the ground.
You want to lap it up like a dog?
Whoa! We kind of like get like a handful, and like
It's on the ground.
What do you want to do with the water?
We talking like a puddle.
It's not like it, he said it was like a
Or it's
glass
just
of
like-
water that fell on the ground.
I'm asking specifically, what do you want to do with the water?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Nah,
Because I have a way of dealing with that.
Aha! Daria saw it coming faster.
What do you mean, bro?
I have shape water.
Throw it at her. She's gonna scoop it back at you.
Just drink it.
She's ready.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you want it, I can.
Like, I don't know. It could be like magic water. I was gonna
Okay.
drink it.
That's why I was like, is there like a specific thing of like you want to dip like a weapon in it or something? Like I could. Whatever. Okay. So
I appreciate it.
Rexon is gonna point out that these are similar to the opponents in the vision. Then.
By the way, this is the first time any of you have mentioned that you've had a vision.
What? We didn't talk about it immediately afterwards?
Era
No,
doesn't know Era doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm so lost.
So,
We were in the
when
same room for 2 sessions. No, let me stop.
when we had put together the pieces for the main statue, you all had. Well, I saw things. Did you?
Yeah, I remember seeing. What was this? Is a dumb question. What was
It was.
it?
Would I have recognized the Elven Man? Like, not recognize the Elven Man, would I have recognized it as an Elven Man?
The face would have been kind of fresh in your mind. You could recognize it as the Elven Man.
Yeah. We're seeing this Elven Man and his attempt to fight against this oppressive force against and to save his people, and he kept collecting different versions of himself, and that's how we saw the I'm assuming the 99 princes, right? And there's roughly like 100 including him. Well, this armor looks similar to that oppressive force, and I do believe the plaque mentions a force that was neither opposition nor survival, that we must defeat them once more to continue on. And I don't know if you remember any details about that man we saw prior who vanished into the ocean. But I believe he might be connected to this temple, and that perhaps it's his lives we've been viewing.
I don't fully.
Man, I don't understand.
Okay, what do you understand? I don't know if I'm right, obviously. No, I was like, I say if I'm right. I think we need to fight them to continue, because I think
know
right
what?
now...
You know what? You perfectly correct. That's something my brain can understand.
Yeah. I think we need to fight them.
You know what? We ain't even gonna argue about it. Can I Bardic Inspire? It's Earhart.
Yeah?
Say, big
I
fella,
knew that.
listen. Big fella, listen. Put your hands on him. we ain't gonna get out of here. That's the next step.
Earhart's gonna go
Swing
and
on him.
put his hand on
Good.
it. He's a country boy, bro. He's gonna take you literally.
My large friend. When I say that, I mean swing on him. Hit it. Punch it. Are you following me? Are we on the same page?
He looks at it and then he looks down at his hand, thinking like that'd probably be pretty painful.
Oh my gosh.
But kind of like, is the one with the longsword the one in the middle, or is it just one of the normal statues?
There
No,
are
it's
no
not.
more. There are no more normal statue. There's only those 3 statues. The big one in front of which there's Van Allen, and the statues are pointing towards with their weapons. The one with the plaque.
Okay.
For the record, the attire it had, the slight slippers, the pink robe, and the emerald encrusted tiara are still upon that statue.
Was the man from earlier?
Hmm.
Was he dressed similar?
He did have pink robes.
There we go. Okay.
He didn't have an emerald tiara.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. I refuse to feel sympathy for this man as a player.
Erhard's gonna go to the one with the longsword, and then he's going to draw his. And is the longsword like outstretched?
Yep. Each of the weapons are like in the middle of going to hit the other statue.
Okay. I guess he'll just walk closely and then just hold the blade in front of him, kind of like vertically upward for a moment, and then just tap his blade to the other longsword, kind of like in it's kind of like touching gloves, but if it's, you know, with swordplay instead. It's kind of like that sign of like respect, like right before a fight. Just trying to see if he's like, if he has to fight it, well, he's going to do it the way he knows, so he's challenging it to a duel.
So on guard. On guard,
You do so. The statue does not seem to respond.
dude. Okay, you know what? This is what we're gonna do.
What do you do?
This is what we're gonna do. Right. I know I gotta have something on hand. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna use my cantrip. My cantrip, thunderclap. There we go. There we go. On the statue with
Let me just
long
make
sword.
sure. You sure of that? Yeah, okay. To be clear, you're all still grouped up around that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, please make a con save, except you, Vontron.
Ah, shit.
Damn.
18.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
14.
Oh,
Wait, you have Bardic Inspire.
Oh, yeah. Is it just a D6?
It's a
can
D8.
you add that to
D8.
the saving throws?
Yeah, it's a set. You pick either an attack throw, saving throw. No, I think it's all three actually.
Yeah.
Let me just read it.
All right, perfect.
Can I just say I
16.
failed it?
Yeah, you can.
Thank God.
I rolled a 2.
It's fine. I'm gonna be useless in a fight anyway, if there is one.
We do attacker's advantage. Oh, but Sexy actually just straight up beats it. All right. So in that case, I think it's only Roxana. Sorry, Moon. What did you get again? I forgot.
18.
18. Yeah. So
Love
you
to
passed
see
it with ease. Describe how you cast it, Vontron.
Like, I take a step back, roll the shoulders a bit, do a quick back stretch, and just like smooth clap, like Hulk smash type clap right in front of me, just to see what happens.
As you do, everyone else around you hear a thunderous crash spread through the building as immense noise emits from Vontron, even more so than usual.
That was so unnecessary.
Erhard and Arias, you react in time, blocking your ears, and you take no damage from it. Roxana, however, you're not nearly as used to perilous situation. How much damage does she take? Vontron?
It's 2d6, I think.
It was a 9.
Ooh, that's man.
You take 9 points of thunderous damage as the huge noise bursts through your ears, having them ring. You look around, not almost dazed, but, well, your vision's shaky for a fraction of a second. The statue itself, Vontron, doesn't seem to react in any way.
That's so stupid. Why am I even here? Honestly,
Bro, you use the noise damage on the statue. What do you want me to tell you? Its ears start bleeding?
oh my gosh, yes, this is so OD. I'm just throw a rock at it. Like, I gotta try something. I'm gonna just pick up a rock and throw it at it. Like, you a bitch. Let me stop.
Alright. And with Volantron's showing, what are y'all doing?
Aaron's gonna see if Roxana's alright.
She's holding her ears, obviously, but
He's gonna pull out his
I'm.
healer's kit.
Oh, that's very sweet, but I think I'm okay. Oh, my ears are ringing. I just need a moment. Okay, so that didn't work.
Well, I mean, Aaron's gonna check. Is there any visible damage on the statue?
Doesn't seem to be like it. If you want to check for cracks and stuff, you can roll investigation.
They're killing me, man.
I don't think he's gonna look too into it. If it seemed like nothing happened, he's just gonna, since Voltron did ask nicely, and it doesn't seem to react to him, he's gonna hit it with this sword.
Alright, roll to hit.
Oh boy. A soft 20.
A soft 20, that hits. Roll damage.
Make sure to use your bardic inspired.
I already used it. That's 16 damage. I rolled max.
That's a little bit, I didn't realize the numbers you could get. That's a bit frightening, huh? As you cut into the statue, you feel your sword going straight through. Where were you hitting?
He's kind of just going from like shoulder to just the bottom of their side.
Your sword cleaves through the beginning of their shoulder. It's abruptly stopped as it sinks into the stone. But you did go straight through it. You feel it a bit difficult to pull out your sword as you see the wound you've just inflicted on it start to unmake itself. The stone you cleaved through grows back. You pull out your sword quickly, stopping it from being enshrined in the statue, as it were. And the statue's eyes glow red. Yom.
Oh shit. Okay.
After a moment, the reddened glow stopped.
Gosh darn it. I thought we were getting somewhere. I like flip the statue.
You want to flip it? Okay, alright, roll athletics.
Can I do a spinning pile driver on it?
Oh, fuck yeah, roll the hit.
I'm joking.
I'll allow neither opposite. Can we just pull the sword?
I got it.
Oh my god!
I got a 22.
Pretty good. You're packing a lot of meat for a little guy like that. You get up to the statue, you have a prime pushing stance. You have a good, firm grasp on the ground, and you just start pushing against the statue. You push it back about 3 inches. The more you push, similar to Erhard before, the more you push, the more resistance you feel. After a few moments, it's too much for you, and the statue slowly slides back into place where it was.
Okay, let me try something else. Double.
Wait, hold on. Is the water still on the ground?
Yep.
Okay.
Watch, the armor is the one thing keeping it from regenerating.
That would be
I
so
like-
funny.
make to drown? Not drown it, obviously, but like, can I like put the water back?
What do you mean back? Like, put it in the armor? Or
Okay,
you like?
so it was in
ride it
armor.
down
It wasn't in. It was just in the armor.
Yeah, when he took off, it kind of came blurting out from the armor a little bit.
What a word.
Like it
Did
was.
we take him off all of it? All of them for now? Do y'all think that would work?
Take off all the armor?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because what if it, like, that water is important and, like, we need more of it?
You know what? Sure, let's try it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's try it, bro. Well, that's better than the idea I was gonna try next.
What
So
was your idea? Because what I'm thinking is that we just need to hit him harder.
we're on the same page. I was about to be like, bro, above game, right? Above game.
You want
Do
to
you
do a dual
remember
attack?
above game? Do you remember what the hidden lotus is?
Yes. I
Oh
do.
my god! You just gonna fucking pull out a Rock League on this dude?
And it's like, I know I can't do it by myself, right?
Do
But 2 or 3 of us could.
you know what my plan has been so far, though? Because I don't actually have that many offensive spells. Just use Levitate on one of them and raise them as high as I can and just drop it.
Exactly, bro. As a collective, and what if we do
Ooh,
use levitate, right?
Darius got the first half.
And the 3 of us have to pull off this the hidden lotus on the statue to see if we can break it. Because maybe we can hit it hard enough.
I have
You're right.
proficiency in acrobatics.
I
God!
have a +4. It's not great, but it's something.
I got a +5.
Dude,
Okay,
Do you want to try to
Wait,
do the
wait,
one that Guy and Lily
okay.
do together?
Wait. How about before we do that, we still take the armor off because that's like additional armor off
yeah.
of them. If they
What if we
start
lighten
fighting.
it? Yeah. If we lighten it, it might be better. Let me
Yeah,
look
yeah.
up this video to see what you're talking about, Double. Like, God. And
So, as you all planned that, what's Arias doing?
I do have a question. You know how like the room kind of flooded when we kept getting the thing wrong? Where
Yeah.
did that water go?
The water went away as soon as you came back from the vision. It just was not there anymore.
Oh, cool.
If you want water, you are in the ocean right now. There's just walls stopping it from crushing you to death. You could get
No, I was just
glass.
curious.
You could like raise a glass up there, like if they would do it. You just go back with a little glass. Get
Have a sip.
sip.
Have a sip. Yeah.
Delicious, delicious salt water.
I don't know what to do. He's just kind of looking around, thinking, trying to figure out what to do. Looking like he's thinking really hard, but he's not. Head empty.
You want to make a perception check?
I would like to.
Go crazy.
That is, 17.
17. That's pretty good. As you look around, you notice something odd about one of the armors of the other statues. One of them seems to have small holes in it. You almost
Oh,
can't see them from too far away, but from up close to where you are, get a bit closer and you see there's dozens, there's hundreds, there's even thousands. Minuscule holes. Not even as wide as the tip of a pen.
So that shit's breathable, is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
Can
he's
I-
wearing a nipple armor. That is correct. Alright, you've seen where I was going with this. You've
Can
pierced the lore.
Can I go over to it and take that armor piece off?
Yeah. You've seen Erhard do it before, so you just unclasp the clasps and you take it off. And you can see that the armor, it looks like the holes truly are there. You can see that the bits of metal that would have been forming the place of the armor are kind of pushed inwards.
So something is poked inwards. You see,
A lot of somethings. There's
a lot of something.
there's thousands of tiny holes.
Is there any water in this one?
Nope. No
we gotta
weapon.
hit it.
Ah. Don't know what that means, but it's interesting.
I have an idea. Okay.
Oh?
Oh,
If Arias
Okay.
tells everyone, okay, I think when they're talking about defeat them the same way as you did before, I think all these statues might have a definitive mark on how they died. Those tiny holes might be how it died once. So maybe some of these have like an injury somewhere, so to speak, almost, that we need to like hit again or something.
Or
Oh,
do we
the
need
one that had
Can I
the water in
investigate
it
them?
drowned.
Maybe,
Question
Yeah,
mark.
maybe something like that. Earhart's gonna examine the armor that he took off. Is there like any like piercings or anything through it?
there are none. You can roll investigation if you want to check for some little bitsy bobs.
I would like to. Wait, did I take that one thing? I did take tactical assessment. All right, I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers
Ooh.
to add to this roll. First, let me just. When you make an intelligence, yeah, you can expend one spirit you already die and add this spirit already die to your check. So, investigation. Okay, I'm really gonna need that. That's a 10 plus. Let me double check the size. I think it's just a D. Yeah, it's a D8. 14?
Damn, that's dookie. Let me roll investigation too.
As you look around the armor, you don't find any bits like Arias did. All you see is a little bit of wetness left over from the water, spilling downwards on the interior of the armor. Wet.
Was there no water on the outside, just inside?
Can I like move the water to like pseudo drown it, like cover the mouth?
Yes. To both questions. So to Moon, there was no water on the outside, only on the inside. And Roxana, yes, you can do that. Using shape water, is that something this spell can do?
You could move the water, maybe? I actually don't know.
Yeah, I can move water up
Yeah,
to
alright, that
5
works.
feet.
Yeah, that works. You have the water crawl back upside the statue and wriggle its way into the creature's mouth. And you hear "Wong" as the creature or the statue's eyes light green. And it disappears. Along with the armor you were holding, are hot.
He kind of like just looks down and seeing it's gone.
Okay, so I was gonna do that much earlier, and I'm very upset that I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, I was like, she's already figured it out.
No,
It's
that's
been
why
like
with
3
shape
minutes.
water, I was gonna be like, oh, can I like bring it up the like back in onto the body or something, like somewhere.
I know you actually said that, but then you changed your mind. I was like, dear God, she's figured it out.
And how do we do the one with the bunch of tiny, like, pen-shaped holes? Do we have
What
a
does-
spike pit? I don't...
We got hit with bullet wounds.
What is the other? You said there's 3 statues, right? What's the other one? Can I like
Yeah.
take the armor off that one and
Yeah.
like inspect?
Wait,
You have
wait. How
idea.
tiny? How tiny are the holes?
The holes are really small. They're not even a millimeter across in width.
You
They're
fell on a
absolutely
cactus.
tiny.
Not even a millimeter. Yeah, yeah, we're talking like pin needle.
Magic?
Sound a hedgehog.
Almost thin needle.
Would
Like
the
it's-
tip
Oh.
of a rapier fit into it?
And my idea is gone. I
Probably,
was, yeah, my
probably
idea is
not
out.
for the tip of a rapier. Sorry, go ahead, Lata.
Oh my god, wait. Okay, this is really dumb, but Rama, you know how I say that Roxana wears earrings and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and use the like
Oh, pins to pierce the...
yeah.
Alright, yeah, you can.
You can say,
You
"Hold
take
on,
out
what?"
your earrings. Why don't you describe to everybody what nice earrings you have, by the way?
It's like the photo, honestly. It's just real big hoops.
You take out
They're
the nice,
cool.
luxurious, big hoops, and you kind of pierce one of the holes with it.
Yeah.
The statue doesn't seem to react.
Okay.
As for you, sorry, Vontron, you got to shout again. Can you? What were you gonna say?
Not sure. Like you're saying, they're super small. So like, the tip of a dagger wouldn't fit in there, and neither would the rapier. So it's like I'm running out of ideas.
For a rapier, there is a point to it that would fit, but it would be so. It would lack the actual depth to do any damage at all.
Interesting.
You'd have not even a centimeter piercing into the skin. Like, it would be nothing.
So down to hit this motherfucker with a primary lupus. I'm not gonna lie.
But this doesn't seem like...
That wouldn't apply. Yeah.
The only thing
And,
I can think of
there-
is like a spike. Like spike.
Hold
thing.
on. Hold on. Moon also had something. You were asking for while you took up the armor of the third if it had anything funky, right? For that one, it does have something. You unclad the armor as well, and you see this one's a bit odd. The construction of the statue seems different. It almost where the skin for the others, the actual exterior of it is. It's more like waves.
What sort of waves?
It's almost like the material is loose. Like the stone was pushed or flowed.
Can you please
Levitate? Levitate, y'all.
I was thinking electricity, but probably not. Some sort of impact, maybe.
I can drop it.
Can I
I can
close
pick it up and put it down, guys.
All right, wait,
Can I
wait,
close-
Vontron, please, do you want to do a dual attack? Do you want to both punch it?
Yeah, we gotta both punch it at the same time.
Yeah,
Wait,
can we both
Rama,
gotta punch it?
can you describe it again? Sorry.
Yeah. As you take out the armor, the actual outside of the statue looks almost like cloth, if you will. It's like it was pushed, and it looks almost like it's malleable. Like you could say of a shirt that it's just cloth weaving together, forming nice little waves that make an actual shirt. It's almost like the exterior of the statue is like that.
Do you say like the skin's like that?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Did you say like the skin is like that?
Well, the statue it's made of stone, so like it's not.
Well, yeah, the quote unquote skin.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
So
It
like,
looks kind of wavy.
so he's boneless.
God damn it!
Boneless.
One of the statues was a chicken wing this entire time. He may in fact be boneless. You are correct. He might be. You'd have to look inside to find out for sure.
What, inside the statue or how?
I mean, you gotta find out if it's got
We
bones.
could punch it.
Oh,
We're rocking this shit. We're rocking it.
I thought you were being serious. Yeah, I feel like the only thing I can think of is like it is broken bones. So bring his bones.
Working bones.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
We're gonna get
line
prepped.
up and get ready to
We're
try to
gonna-
synchronize and punch it.
Yeah, we're getting like lineman stand. I'm about to blitz this. I'm about to blitz this statue. Oh, what do I even? What? Yeah, we just doing it. What do I roll for that, bro? Like, I'm gonna hit it. Like, I'm gonna hit it.
You'll have to roll to hit once Roxana's pulled it up, if that's what you're going for. There's gonna be an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Wait, what about me?
I got a 25 to hit.
You got
You're
it.
not there yet. You're not there yet.
Oh, they can't just punch it, I have to lift it up?
I mean, that was their plan. They can't just punch it right now if they want.
Do you guys want me to lift it up, or do you?
I think we should be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for letting me save the spell slot, then.
What a hit! Oh, it's just a D20. I'm bugging. Oh, that bitch. Yeah!
I can't
Got a
believe
nat.
that. I can't believe that.
He got a nat 20.
Got a
Got
nat
that
20!
Nice.
Oh my god.
How does it look as
Bro.
you coordinated Hidden Lotus Rock Lee special move? Fuck him up.
We are fucking them up.
Okay, are we doing it like at the same spot, or like we're pincering it? Are we just doing like a?
We're gonna pincer it. We're gonna pincer it.
Right. So, I guess Earhart will run around it and then like skirt to a stop as he launches himself to just completely just punch it straight in the square in the back.
Yeah, I run max speed into this dude's stomach just to give it a square right hook, bro. Just square.
All right, you hit him full frontal. Both of your fists piercing through the stone exterior and landing inside of it. You could reach for its heart and pull it out if it had one.
So it just doesn't have bones. It's hollow on the inside?
It's a statue. They did not carve bones into the statue. And as you do that, you feel the statue start to reform again.
His arm back out.
I took my hand away, bro. No.
Yeah. You pull out your fist before it's stuck in there. And the statue emits a yong as the eyes flash red.
Damn it.
How do you break the bones of a statue?
Who let this nigga cook? I'm getting sick of this shit.
Wavy. Actually, if it looked wavy, would that be like it got burned?
Burned.
I was thinking also like electric shock, maybe.
Could be it. But I can't.
I don't know
like,
about burn.
That's why.
Did someone say fire?
It's something that like I don't know how to describe it, but you said like kind of like a fabric, right, Roma?
Yeah, almost.
So something has pushed the quote-unquote skin. So that's why I'm thinking like some sort of impact or electricity or something. I don't know.
Alright.
There's no marks of like stitches or anything like that, but it feels almost like you know when you pull back like the covers over yourself in the bed and it just kind of wavy.
That's what I was imagining. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like that.
Alright, Rama, hear me out.
Yeah, that's
man.
something that's been crushed then.
Mm-hmm.
So and also when I did say levitate the first time, you did react to it.
Yeah, because that would be an impact if you levitated and then dropped it.
And then just drop it.
Yeah.
Boy, Mary, Lotus! I knew it! I knew it! Drop the statue!
So, alright, that's the plan?
Yes.
I pick it up and put it down? Understood.
We'll pick it up and drop it.
Yeah.
Never drop it.
Drop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you all to move back so that you don't get hurt by impact.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Earhart does not move it. Okay.
Please don't.
Man is unfazed.
He's just like, it's a statue. I got it.
Alright, let's hope this works. And Roxana's gonna do like a little flourish with her hands and cast levitate on it.
You do so, and the statue begins to levitate under your command.
I'm also going to move it a little bit more away from us.
Mhm.
And maybe lift it a little bit higher, just to make sure it truly breaks,
Okay, the top height you can reach with levitate is 20 feet.
I thought that's only initially once I cast it.
No, it's up to Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, she caught you lacking, boy. You tried to sham us.
Can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or
That's
seat.
only the person caught in levitate.
No, that's
Oh.
a target.
Yeah.
So you'd be pushing against the floor to bring it up.
The target, that means the actual statue can only move, but I, as the caster, can move it separately. I can move
She's
it up to
cooking
20
you
feet.
right now, bro. She's cooking you
You
right
can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn.
Yeah. During the turn, by 20 feet. My range is 60 feet.
now. You're getting cooked.
I'm not convinced, but we can go along with it for now, as the result will be similar.
Yeah, the result's the same. It's gonna take the same amount of fall damage. This is just for me to be dramatic.
That's okay. So you pull it high in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and she's fully using her hands, like lifting her hands with it.
You're like Jedi force powering it.
Yeah, and then she's gonna turn her palms face down and push down and drop it.
As you undo the spell and starts falling, you all hear the sound of the air moving out of the way under the immense weight of the statue, and it barrels to the ground, slamming hard into the floor. You can see cracks of stone from the floor bursting up high in the air. But nothing from the statue.
Are you serious?
Ah!
B. Because I is like the letter for A in French, and B is the, letter B. It's a funny joke.
Since Earhart's proficient in medicine, can he examine the statue? Like, does this even look like it could be an injury of some sort? Like, or
It
does it
would
seem like
be-
it's more like a design?
Roll, that would be, roll medicine with proficiency, since you've got proficiency in the tool. Oh, you've already got proficiency? In that case, I'll say roll medicine with advantage.
Alright.
I guess it is a statue, it's not a person. No, so I'll go for it. Go for it.
24 then.
24. As you examine the statue, it doesn't really look like the regular injuries you might see, especially not from a soldier. It looks almost like its skin is stitched together in some way.
Is the idea that it's like actually just been a warforged this entire time?
This is so stupid. Earhart does have weaver's tools and is proficient in it. But there's no stitches, it just looks like it was stitched together.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like it,
Okay.
but there are indeed no stitches.
It looks like fabric, right?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a fabric.
So maybe the burning thing was right. Maybe we need to burn
Yeah.
the fabric.
Let me cook. Wait.
Literally?
Let me have a discussion. I have a question. Since Robin might nitpick, so let me just make sure so I don't have no argument. I got heat metal, right? This is a rock. This is a stone statue. Can this apply?
Wait, it's wearing
Metal.
armor though. It's wearing armor.
You've took
It's
out,
wearing
you've taken
bronze
off-
armor.
You'd have to put it
You've
back
taken
on.
off the armor. You couldn't put it back on, but it will not apply to the statue itself, only to the armor.
The fool!
Touching the armor though.
Yeah, it would be touching it. Yeah,
It
that's
wouldn't-
the
It's like
thing.
a fire.
It wouldn't ignite, it'd be more just heat.
Yeah.
But you still get damage from that.
It's fire damage.
Yep.
It's fire damage. So if
Yeah.
it has the armor on,
Well, I mean,
Yep.
And I heat the
statue
metal.
wouldn't ignite in the first place. I mean, it's something we can go for.
We're trying to recreate how these specific ones died, right?
yeah, and I don't have anything to just throw fire at it. So,
And I
And
don't
fireball.
do you have a match?
We
Do you have a
something
match?
With fireball.
I have a fireball.
But that could be a gross misuse of spell slots.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think that's a great way to use your.
Ooh, no, I got a lamp.
I've already wasted it once.
I got
I'm
a lamp.
genuinely upset about the levitate not working.
No, hold on. In my adventurer's gear, I have a lamp. And maybe oil? Yes. So what if I throw the lamp at it?
Why don't,
Fire,
why
'cause
don't we put the oil on it so we can keep the lamp?
I was gonna
Yeah.
do that after.
Like, I have a torch. I can just.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we don't have to waste like an entire lamp. Just be like, all right, there we go.
All right,
It's
yeah.
more dramatic. I respect it, right?
I also.
I'll throw the oil on it. Yeah, there you go. It'll light the shit on fire. You know.
Earhart will take out his tinder box and then just light it and see if that does anything.
No got fire.
All right. You light it, and flames burst from the oil, spreading all over the statue. They mar the armor. And nothing else.
This motherfucker here. He
Keeps burning. There is no response from the statue.
We're not getting penalized from like attempts, right?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, sort of
So can I do a stupid thing to rule it out of my brain?
You can do anything you want.
I take my cloak off and I try and choke the statue.
I'm so happy you're sharing your interest with us, Moon. It's a
Shut up.
you choke the statue. Is that right? Did I hear that right?
Yes, I like take the cloak at like both ends and I wrap it around its neck.
All right. Do you wait? Which statue are you going for? Is it the one that's on fire?
I wait until it's no longer on fire.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay. So you wait until the oil has stopped being on fire. It takes a little while. The place is starting to smell actually kind of bad from the whole smoke.
Cool.
After a while, you're good, and you go to choke it with your cloak.
Don't laugh at me.
No, that's okay. First, when the fire is truly gone, the eyes flash once more red. Byung. And you go to strangle it with your cloak. There is no reaction.
We noticed the skin. Did we check it thoroughly?
Yeah, can I investigate it? Like,
What are you investigating for?
Just any other
Yeah.
like injuries or anything like that?
anything we've missed, aka, if I roll high enough, can we get a hint, please?
I thought we just locked onto one trait and then didn't really investigate further.
Well, no, we know it looks like it's been stitched, but like, will it be able to tell, like, because usually if it's like burns, you'll be able to tell because there's discoloration around the stitch or something. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. There aren't any stitches. It just looks like it was stitched, which is interesting. I'm trying to, like.
So I'm gonna ask, can I investigate, and have I come across
Was it?
any book or anything where that's been like the medical response?
I see where you're going for. Those would be. Let's say just roll. Let me see. You've got proficiency in history, but not investigation. So I'll say roll history instead, since you're using that as a backup.
Okay, thank you.
Was it skinned? Do you think it was? Do you think that's why it looks stitched? It's the muscles.
It's 26.
26. That's pretty good. 26. You look around. You can't really find much more detail than what you've already seen. The quote unquote skin is taut like waves or fabric. You try to think back to your readings, to your classes. You don't recall anything about medical practices that would leave the skin like this. If anything, anyone like this wouldn't live very long, so not the best medical know-how. You do recall something. At some point, you were in the library, and you'd accidentally stumbled upon a room in which you weren't supposed to go. You recall finding a book. It's been many years now. It was one book among so many. You can only remember one word from the title. Fearing.
Fearing?
Fearing.
Fearing.
Fearing. Fearing.
I feel so dumb. Okay, fearing. The skin is all blah blah blah. Fearing.
I think the muscle thing makes sense, but then what does fearing mean?
I have no idea what fear like unless it's a specific term.
It's only
Hearing?
to be clear, it was a part of the actual title of the book, not just the entire.
Okay, but how would... Okay. So I remember skin being described like this in a book with the title of something fearing.
Yep.
Okay.
You probably only have read the first few pages before being found and escorted out, but that would have been in the book. Yes.
I mean, I don't think this would do anything. But that would be my brain goes to magic as the reasoning, right? And the reason I'm saying magic is I have the spell Crown of Madness, which normally wouldn't do shit, but I feel like that would... No, it doesn't really do anything. I don't have like a fear, or was it dread form? What is it called?
What?
Form of dread, I think.
Form of dread, yeah.
The warlock feature of the
Yeah.
Undying Patron?
Yeah. That's what my brain is going to for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know what fearing is in this context.
Exactly. I
don't
mean,
know what that
shit.
could lead to, so.
At least not related to this. The skin.
Fearing...
How about we move to the other one for a bit?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, even if it was skinned, how do we do that to a statue?
Well, it's not as though skinned. So it's like taut, you said?
How about you just try and get a dagger and skim it off the top of the rock?
It looks wavy. But the actual surface of it is smooth.
Yeah, there's no indents or anything like that.
Or folds.
I mean, there are folds, but it is smooth. There's no jagged spikes stretching.
Okay, but there are folds carved in almost.
Yeah,
They've been carved out, basically. Okay.
You could kind of say that, I guess. It looks kind of wavy. Just picture it like fabric.
I got nothing.
Yeah, why
The
don't
first-
we move to the other one?
Yeah, the other one I keep thinking it's debris. Like shrapnel and scrap getting through the armor. Or
Thousands?
sand. Like stuff like sand or a powder, gunpowder type shit.
Maybe, but I feel like that's a lot of it, you know? Like, to make that many individual ones?
Yeah, and what's the armor made of?
It seems to be made of sturdy metal.
Yeah, so it's something that would cut through metal specifically.
I'm thinking it's like a spike, but I mean, even then, spikes wouldn't be that small. Unless, I mean, I guess you
Yeah.
could make a spike that small.
Or set on a hedgehog.
Aaron's gonna take the little needles out of his weaver's kit. Do they fit?
You try and kind of put the needle in it, and yeah, the needle is actually about the right size. It does fit through. It is the way it's made is almost like your needle has the consistency, right, for the width and all that. I almost said it's curve.
Wait, what?
No, don't worry about that. The radius of the width of the needle, right? It's pretty much constant. Whereas for the hole or whatever caused it, it seemed to get smaller the deeper it went. So it was a little bit bigger on the side that was further away from the actual wound.
So I think that means it wasn't like a projectile, maybe, because it wasn't, it wouldn't, I don't think if something was lodged in there, it would make a, well, I guess it depends on what it was. So it was something pushed in.
It seems like some sort of needles, yeah. But like that many?
Yeah, that's what's weird. Like, what would make thousands of them? Like, I can't think of any practical weapon or like any weapon that someone could use that would do that. Even
Do
a
we
spell.
need to like replicate every single needle hole? Or can we just like put a needle in there and then it works? I feel like that's way too obvious.
Wow, that's. I guess Erhard will take the armor off of this one and see if he can get a better look.
All right. You take off the armor and looking at the actual statue, you can see where the thousands and thousands of holes were. They're all over the statue. You can see surrounding them that they're small, almost bumps all around it. All around each of the holes. The hole is the deepest part, around which it looks almost like a little bit of the skin bumped out or grew. It's very small. It's not a huge height difference, but it's noticeable. And it's like that for pretty much every single one of the thousands of holes.
I guess since Erhard's a fighter, would he know of any weapon, like typical weapon, that could make a wound like this?
This is clearly not the work of a weapon.
Yeah. Okay, well he'll state that to everybody. That now we know a bit of what it isn't. A weapon.
Okay, I'm back.
But it's holes. Could it be like a poison? But none of us can poison it, so.
Yeah, like I would think like a disease of some sort, but like how do we replicate that?
But how does it make holes like in someone like that? Like,
Yeah.
especially through the armor, so that's like another problem.
Is it just holes through the armor? There's like nothing on the.
It's on the statue itself too. The skin kind of grows up around the holes too a little bit. It looked like.
So it like goes on a bed of nails or something?
Like that's the only thing I could think of that would do that. But we don't have a bed of nails unless someone's got a bag of nails on them.
Hold on. I have it on deck.
What?
Let me check. I said I
Did you
might.
say you have a bag of nails
I
on
said
you?
I might.
What? I don't think that's the starting equipment of any background. There's no way, right?
Bro, listen, I'm
Give
different.
us a break. We're trying.
Bro, listen, I'm different. Give me a minute.
I'm different. I buy nails. That's the thing I do.
Yeah, you're just goth.
Like a crossbow bolt definitely wouldn't fit in that, right?
No,
Nah,
not
man.
at all.
Yeah.
Nope, I got
The
wax.
crossbow bolt would take the space of like a good 10 of those holes.
Yeah, nah.
I keep thinking maybe I can use Find Familiar as like a bug, but that wouldn't. It has to be the same injury type.
Yeah, but I had a gun.
I'm at a loss. I have no idea what could do that. At least that we can replicate.
So this shit.
No weapon could do it, so we can't rely on that. So either things that aren't weapons or like maybe a spell of some sort? Was the spear it holding? Was it just looked like a normal spear, right?
Yeah, it's just like a normal spear. It doesn't. It clearly has not been impaled on its own spear or anything like that. If that's where you're going for.
I thought the spear would be a certain, like it would be small enough maybe to potentially fit in it.
Oh, not at all. It's a regular spear.
What else could it be? A great
I'm like
axe.
trying to look for hints in the plaque again too.
I guess, can Earhart try to recall the vision? Did anything seem to be able to create a wound like that in that vision?
No. It doesn't appear to be from anything you've seen yet.
A sea urchin? I don't know. Do we have sea urchins?
There are sea urchins.
Are they
You are in the ocean.
Like, could we grab one?
There's no water here.
Well, you said there are sea urchins, so I was
I mean, the sea urchins are there. It's like there is oxygen. Yes, there is. You can't just grab it. You gotta go get it.
like, yeah, there's no water down here. I don't think that's worth it. But there's no way this guy died to sea urchins.
Yeah, because the other one drowned, right? So I feel like this one also kind of.
Did they just? Is there still water on the ground?
There is no water anymore. No, it vanished along with the statue.
Okay.
This is so stupid. Rob, I'm gonna look around for something somewhere around here that may resemble a spike pit or something. I don't know.
Spike pit. Yeah,
I'm looking for something where the ground looks like it's treacherous if you fell on it.
I got you. Roll perception. We'll see where you get.
Like I got no ideas. I'm trying anything.
Can I also
23.
Never mind, you got it.
23. You look around. You don't. The ground is even. The damage from the statue falling has been mended by now. There's nothing anywhere near here that would resemble anything like a spike pit, except as you look up, maybe the construction of the building above. Each of those wooden beams supporting the structure. From where you are, they're so tiny. But there's no spike pit anywhere near.
What
At all.
about this is dumb? What about splinters?
Are you asking me if these are
No,
splinters?
just in general.
Oh, okay.
I feel like there is no way that wood could pierce through metal, but that is a thing that I thought, so I'm saying it.
Wait. Okay. I think this is already stated, but do the holes look like something was stabbed in or it came out? Like from the armor specifically.
It looks like the damage was from outside to the inside.
Okay. Don't mind me.
There's like a lot of things I can think of, but then it's like, what can pierce through metal?
I mean, I have a quill. Can I stab him with a quill?
Quill is quite large compared to the tiny holes. You could get a little bit of it inside, but
I don't know what I'm doing.
Are the holes just on like the torso, or is it everywhere?
it is everywhere. It's covering the statue. It was a solid 360.
What could do this? Huh?
Like something shattering.
Roaches.
Yeah, like bugs, maybe?
Maybe like an explosion.
This is the wrong character for that.
I mean, an explosion could do that, but it's 360. It's all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Nuclear bombs.
True. So they got nuked, and so there are tiny holes all over their armor and skin.
Earhart's gonna try to push the nail in a hole where it seems like it'd be close to the heart. Or where the heart would be. I don't know. He's gonna try that.
You're trying to stake it?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. You do that. You push in your needle further inside, and you reach the maximum length of your needle. As you take it out, nothing happens. The statue gleams with red eyes once more. Beyond.
Is there any sort of residue
We've been at
inside?
the same shit.
Guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I really didn't think you could get any of them while staying there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
You guys have surpassed, like, you finding the drowning one astonished me.
Oh. I thought this was something we have to stay in the room for.
yeah, that's.
It was more like I'm just lowering the curtain a little bit because I can see you guys are intent on solving it now.
Yeah, no.
Those were kind of just like hints to get you, started along the path to try and find out what actually happened.
Eh?
Thank you so much, Ronald, for letting us know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I could see that you guys were really pulling out all.
I
your things
honestly
to
thought I was
look
just
like.
missing something that was super obvious.
Yeah, because I felt like the drowning one was really obvious, but then the other two.
I
Well,
didn't think you
brain
better. I underestimated you guys.
We appreciate you for letting us know.
Oh my god. So,
Dario, you're
Not-
just big brain. You're humongous brained. That's what happened. You just
I wanna leave.
had the drowning hypothesis ready to go.
okay. So, is there any other spaces that have opened up in the temple? Or do we have to leave the temple?
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be. You know that there are many other places like under the ocean, not unlike this one, and many of them have been stripped of their actual construction material. They've been taken, reused, sold, recrafted. You would probably be aware of this. It's a pretty big thing in this city. But there is no other like temple that has a renown for magical weirdness going on around it.
Okay.
Looking beyond the big barriers, you could see small remains and ruins that have not yet been completely dismantled.
Do you guys want to go explore those, maybe?
Oh, is that not past the barrier? Is this like we can see?
It is. It is.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, I can hold my breath for a while.
I have
That's
water
just good.
breathing.
That's useful. Yeah. Does that also help with water pressure, or would we?
And
get
willing
like an aluminum
creatures.
can?
We would have been crushed by air pressure already at this point.
No,
if we're going by
no,
the
no.
Yeah, you certain altitudes. There's altitude sickness. We were literally past that.
But we're in a space that would probably help us like avoid that round.
No, it's
Guys-
the same. If you go too high, if you go too low, even air pressure changes affect you.
Guys, you can shoot fire out of your hands. Is this really the bit of science you're going to stick
That's
to?
why I was
That's-
like
I
literally.
didn't know
No,
it
but
was
that's
like
why I
this.
was like, I wasn't even considering water pressure as being an issue with this.
Yeah,
like
I
water
had
breathing, I
no
could
idea,
understand.
'cause-
Nah, bro, that don't even seem like a lot of science, bro. Where are we? If you walk out there, bro, you're clamped, bro. I'm telling you, you will be a spiral.
Well, Earhart has no idea what water pressure even is, so he's going to
But-
go.
It's I don't think
He's
water
immune to
pressure is
it.
the issue.
Yes.
He doesn't know
This
it's
sign
real.
can't stop me because I can't read.
He's a Warhammer 40k orc.
Oh, crikey.
So I just got metal dice because my brother went to a convention.
Okay,
Yo,
let's think this through, right? Should we go outside of the barrier? Because, like, yeah,
I have water breathing.
we do have water breathing, but like,
What are you looking for?
it seems like a stretch, right?
You're reaching.
Like,
Honestly,
we can try. Like, if we have the ability, why not?
who is we?
Like,
can't
unless
swim.
there's nothing else in this area that's been like pushed out that we can get to. Actually,
Yeah.
can we even get past the barrier without it? Like, normally?
you'd have to go all the way back up and go into the ocean.
Yeah, we probably should. Like, is there any
That's
other
a lot
area
of
that's
work.
within this area that we can go explore?
That's what originally I was asking specifically in the temple. Is there any other rooms that look like they've opened up or like passages?
The temple is completely open plan, especially now that there's no longer 100 statues in the way. You can see clearly through all the pillars. There is no room or anything like that.
So, except for the place that we're standing in, like, that's it? Like, that's the only, like, kind of, like, building or anything like that?
Pretty much.
But like, there's not gonna be shit if we go back up.
Yeah, because we don't even know where to go from there. I guess we could report and be like, oh, we found this, but I don't know if that really tells us anything.
And I would have to explain to essentially one of the princes of this place, hey, this thing you're obsessed with, by the way, they all disappeared. And hope I don't get thrown to like a jail cell or something.
Orochimaru would be understanding.
Yeah, I just don't think that gets us anywhere.
But that's why the only thing we heard so far is that there's other buildings, they're just past the barrier.
If only there was someone you knew that was involved in weird magical shit.
Wait,
Or like
I was like jokingly gonna be like, hey, can I cast sending to him and like ask for help? I was gonna say that earlier.
Or like, you know, like a place you could learn about magic, or was anyone like known to be weird?
How are you gonna have to convince someone else to help you with this line of thinking?
I'm not convincing anybody. You guys are
Hart
the
has
ones.
no idea how this works. He's
No, no.
not gonna
Yeah, you guys are
Earhart,
the
you
ones that-
double as a player.
What?
Who do you think he's referring to?
I'm referring to 4 separate things here.
Us?
Like, I guess we could try to ask and be like, hey, could you, like, I think it'd be, like, the way my brain thinks of it, it would be a big ask to be like, hey, could you just open up this part for us? Like, I don't know how this works.
No. Who is this? Okay, who is this who is this about so far? Who has this all been about so far?
I mean, I have an idea, but, like, we can't contact that person as far as he knows. As far as Earhart knows. Earhart doesn't even know what sending is.
Yeah. Third level spell, bro. Not that many people like know of it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, because originally our first idea was to go stay early and be like, hey, I need access to this.
I guess we could try. There's no harm in being like, hey, could you just open up more spots for us? Like, the worst they can say is, no, are you crazy? And that's it. So, like, why not, I guess?
Or look more for what Nabur is and the Sheld. That kind of information.
See, that could be an interesting idea. You know, there's a whole poem of things you might want.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. It should. They don't want to have to explain the statues. That's the only reason Roxana doesn't want to leave right now. She doesn't want to have to explain the statues.
She's not used to having to deal with responsibility for mistakes.
She's not used to causing this much of a fuck up the first time she gets her own independent mission.
It's like,
Well,
okay, I need
okay,
you
if
to watch
you
over
wanna-
my.
If you want to make the argument, there was no evidence those statues were ever there in the first place. They didn't leave an impression or anything. So you could make the argument, what statues?
She's like the guard.
Gaslight.
She's like the guard from Night at the Museum.
Like they never existed. So, like, as far as anyone else knows.
And, oh fuck. But then we'd have to also leave Finoligan down here, and like, that's.
Well, we can't do anything. There's nothing else to look at here, so. We are out of options.
Hi, out of options.
Do we have to talk to Orochimaru?
Yeah, I'd probably have a pointer or two. And again, it doesn't really hurt to ask. I mean, you'd probably be upset that we woke him up again.
Like, he was furious last time.
Well, What else? What other option do we have? Sit here?
Fuck. Okay. And would we tell him first, or would we talk to Snake Oily first?
I mean, he's right there. Why not talk to him?
By the way, at this point, it's beginning to be the evening.
Okay. Yeah. Let's call it. Let's call it here, I guess. And do more research, and then come back.
You know what, Rama? Has Earhart ever heard of a place called Nibur or Nibor? Let's see. I'm gonna go for it. Has he ever heard of it?
I've got another question for you, Erhat. Has Erhat ever heard of a place called Kel Didrith?
Probably not.
The capital of the heathen
The
right
place we
now?
currently
Yeah,
are.
probably not.
Right? You see?
Who
So
knows?
no, he's
maybe
not there.
maybe they have
Oh.
some secrets at his place. I don't know.
Okay. Also, something I forgot to ask earlier. Does the shell also ring a bell?
Do you?
Yeah.
Roll history.
I'm gonna use my fancy new dice that are metal
Yo, nice.
and shiny.
Careful not to roll them on wood.
Yeah, no, so that was a 15 plus the 8.
23.
23.
That's pretty good. There
My
are many things that have been referred to as shell. There's many types of fish. There's a specific type of construction for domes and arches. That's called a shell. There's the races of the turtle are also referred to as the shelled, or at least they were.
They were.
I mean, they are now. It's a bit rude to call them the shelled. It's like going up to an elf and calling them the eared. Bit fucked
Okay.
up. Could be about many things.
But
For
okay.
your matters, 23. You have been nailing those history rolls.
it's a plus 8, man.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
I will say, you remember something. Well, actually, before I say that, how much time does Roxana spend in the forbidden section of the library?
Oh no, she absolutely would have. Knowledge is power.
Alright. So, you do remember one time you snuck in there. You found a text lamenting the end of the Shelled, claiming that they had gone into hiding.
Okay.
The actual book itself, you remember, had Shelled in the title, though you don't remember the specifics other than that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is I got a couple books in the restricted section we can go check out. And I got a Reachamaru right there. And possibly he who shall not be named might pop up at some point. I'm assuming he will at some point. Daria the player is, not Roxana. I can't believe I'm gonna have to fucking be nice to him.
Mwahahaha.
So we going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. You all head for the little platform to go back up. And as you all take position on it, it begins to go. You go up and up and up for dozens, hundreds of feet. Eventually reaching back into the room you were in before. Two guards at the other side, this time, two women, one a human, the other a gnome. In turn to you, you're those people that went down this morning, weren't you?
Indeed. We were of Some bitch on my fucking ankle. So we have finished our search for today. Yes.
Why does every word you say sound suspicious?
It really does.
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
You have
I had lunch. Yeah.
It was a BLT with extra cheese.
Was it now?
Okay. Well, if you'll follow me, we'll escort you out.
I grab him. No. Let me take the guy there now.
Grab his ass.
Get him.
Oh, thank you. And if I may ask, how often does Lord Petrie venture into the temple?
Oh, I think he does that quite often. I think today he was poring over some old documents he thought might be relevant. Usually he goes once a day.
Okay. And around what time? I wouldn't want to annoy him when we come back.
Ah, I see. The time varies.
Alright, well, thank you.
Of course.
We'll be
Now if you'll
getting out of
follow
here.
me.
Of course.
And the two of them begin to lead you through the wooden building once more. This time towards the exit. Do any of you do anything as you pass through many doors and quite a few people?
Not necessarily.
Earhart's looking at the door that they met Petrie in, and he's just gonna just say to Roxana, you said we were going to share what we learned there with him.
I'm gonna look at the cards. How wise do you think it would be to bother him at this time?
Lord Petrie's sleep habits are unusual. That won't be an issue. He said not to disturb him for anything meaningless. Do you think what you have to bring to him is of any substance? If not,
No.
it may be ill-advised to go to him.
Everyone, listen. We can just come back later.
No, but then if he goes in and sees it with the
Probably gonna
like
get a hit squad
petrified
set afterwards.
turtle that we walked in with.
y'all listen. Y'all listen. It's gonna be bad either way. Cause what are we gonna do? Just tell him right now?
Do it, yeah. Actually, if we go back and get more information and come back, we have more to argue with him and
Exactly.
potentially hold over him.
But we
You know
don't
how
if he's
sus
gonna-
it would be?
But he's gonna go in, he could go in at any time.
Because we're in a bad spot either way.
Yeah, so why
So
not tell him now so he doesn't think we went in there and stole something?
But
Because
that's
I
the
don't trust-
thing. We're gonna be bad. He's gonna think we're lying either way. Is the
Wait,
thing.
no, but I actually have a decent reputation. Fuck.
You fool.
Okay, here's the thing, because, like, normally it would make sense. Roxanne would be like, yeah, no, of course you would share this. The thing is, Petrie and Snake don't necessarily get along. And, like, she doesn't know how much of this expedition she's supposed to keep to herself right now. I'm assuming she wasn't told to keep stuff from Petrie, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember you're being told to keep stuff from Petrie?
He didn't even really mention Petrie that much, just that he didn't show up to the party, so...
That is
Listen.
not what he said.
Listen,
What?
everyone, listen. This is not a good idea. We should wait, get more information, and come back later. I'm speaking sense, you know.
No,
I'm
you
looking out-
are absolutely making sense.
I'm looking out for us right now, the collective.
This
If we tell-
the voice of reason.
If we
never
tell him,
fucked.
Who's
If
we?
we-
I'm just the bodyguard.
if
Don't
we
look
tell
at me.
him, Roxana, let me cook. If we tell him right now, we're in so bad of a spot
This is
Because-
out of character, but we're obviously. I'm not saying any of this in front of the fucking guards, okay? This is out of character.
Okay, yeah, above game. If we tell this dude, if we wake him up, right? Right, he's already gonna be mad because we gotta wake him up. So that's already gonna put us in a bad spot. And then we're gonna tell him, hey man, all the shit that was down there is gone. Yep. It's gone. And we don't know what happened. We don't know why. We don't have a clue. You know how suspicious that sounds.
Also, I was trying to
Okay.
mind controlled by a statue. You know anything about that? We gotta need your help there, bro.
Bro, do you know how stupid that sounds?
He's amazed. I'm just saying. He'd probably expect
No, bro, no, because it hasn't happened before. If that guy's been down there as much as I think he has, and it just never happened, but we stroll down there.
Well, it's because okay,
Ish.
maybe we shouldn't give up the fact that someone had a gem that fit right in where it needed to.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking souls! I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't want to tell Orochimaru anything about soul magic.
We can't cook Orochimaru, bro.
Like we call him that, but he's just a guy researching underwater ruins, okay?
Okay, but he belongs to us.
He's Snake Man.
Oh yeah, the snake oiler guy that we trust way more than him, huh? Is that what we're
Snake
saying?
Man.
No, I'm saying I don't. Out of game, like above game, I don't trust either of them.
I knew it, bro. I don't trust nobody that we work for right now, and I was sounding crazy. I didn't want to say it.
Roxana, well, is loyal to Snake Oily though.
Oh, bro, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it before, but man, I'm so sketch of everybody we work
I'm just
for,
a
bro.
bodyguard. All right, listen.
You know
No,
how bad,
Roxana's fully loyal to him though.
bro. Dude, listen, y'all. This is probably gonna be the only bit of sense that I'm gonna have for a while now. If we tell this dude, if we wake him up and tell him what happened, we're fucked. I'm serious.
Listen, I'll do whatever.
No, and-
Earhart was just bringing that up.
No, it's a delicate relationship, I think, and Roxana was half lying when she said, "Oh, we'll keep you in the loop." So,
Like shit's bent, bro. We need to leave. We need to be like, hey man, we'll catch you later and come back.
okay, yeah, no. I wouldn't want to disrupt his slumber or studies, whatever he does at this hour. Oh God.
The two of them are looking at you. How long did it take for you to have that reply? You guys just spoke for a good 15 minutes.
We did not speak for 50.
It was not 15 minutes.
It was a good time.
No, it's not. You're reaching
was.
so
It was
hard.
it was maybe like 5.
We didn't even talk for 15 minutes out of game. There's
Yeah.
no fucking chance. We
Yeah,
talked
No,
for
that would have been if it was, we were talking out of game. That would have been instant then.
All right. All right then.
All Earhart was saying was, didn't you say we were gonna share this stuff? That was it. That's all he
Yeah,
said.
no,
You
it
said that
can
out
wait.
loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Us
said
or
out
to
loud.
the guards.
So yeah, no, Roxanne's gonna be like, no, it can wait. It's not worth disrupting him.
All right. I suppose you just have to come back tomorrow.
Of course.
I snap
They
it. Snap.
escort. They escort you to the entrance, and you find yourself once more in the more luxurious part of the building as you're on stable ground once more. Looking outside, you can see the stars starting to light up in the sky. It itself starts to grow dim. And the exit is in view. What do you do?
So there are. Were you guys offered lodging anywhere, or?
No.
Yeah, Earhart just shakes his head no.
If I'm not mistaken, aren't you Lady Roxana? It was under the impression you worked with Sir Oile.
Oh, I work with Sir Oily. I didn't know if they were offered. We really just got straight to work as soon as we met.
I see. No, I'm sure you won't have any issue finding accommodations, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I
you
just
have
wanted
nothing for the
to
such.
see if they had already set up anywhere. That's all. Thank
No,
you
I
for
was
your
just gonna
concern.
find somewhere later on.
Earhart nods as if this is a normal thing to do.
Alright then.
Arias and our hobo extraordinaires.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let me get you set up somewhere then. Unless. Then maybe we can rest for the night. And get back
Yeah.
at it first thing?
Yeah, I'm quite tired. That would work.
I'm famished. I am famished.
Alright. Where would be the go-to spot to get?
The park bench.
For Roxana, huh?
Yeah, for Roxana. Where would be the good to-go spot?
It would probably. Is she much of an outgoer?
No, this is more of a, like, where does she know guests stay at?
There is a nice inn at which many of Snake Orlay's visitors reside. It's called the Thrice Smith. It's a very long established inn that has no reputation to make. It is the premier inn in the city.
Okay, yeah, then I'll get them set up there then.
Alright.
Oh, she's gonna just literally going like, hi, can I have a suite set up for them? They're working for Snake Oily currently.
Alright, as you enter. Well, first let's see you getting there. As you guys, Roxana leads you through the city. You enter a side of town that is definitely much more posh than the rest. You arrive at an immense building. The construction itself twists in on itself. It seems to be made of 3 separate parts. The main one is rectangular and stands tall with about 15 stories. On either side, there are twirling towers that go up, meeting in the middle and forming a bigger tower that goes up again, looping back around and connecting to the back of the rectangular building. The building itself is made and clearly well maintained in its material. You cannot find an ounce of rust, of dirt, not even a stain. There's a nice little stone path on either side with a garden. In the garden itself, you can see there's small not statues. Sorry. What do you call them? The foliage statues.
Like
Shrubs.
I mean, not shrubs, like the ones
Hedges?
that are actually sculpted into
They're like sculpted hedges. Like that's
Yeah,
Like
hedges.
I think head statues, something like that.
Alright, well, you see hedge statues all around. They all seem to be pertaining to various types of dragons. Each of them take up a good 40 feet to cube. She leads you inside. The doors themselves are decorated with fine ornaments and gold. Inside is a huge reception hall, behind which there are 2 people, and on either side of this room are 2 more people. Each of the people are dressed in black and white uniforms. As you enter, each of them bows to you. Greetings.
good evening. Would I recognize them?
What do you have to say here? Probably not.
Would I've met people up here though that Snake Oily were meeting with?
Probably not. You've got palaces for that.
Yeah. Pardon me, I was hoping to get lodging for our guests. They're working for Snake or Oily currently.
One of the people behind the desk, an elderly elven man with a head of full silver hair, bows to you. Of course. Shall I put that on Sir Oilay's tab?
Yes, please, thank you.
Of course. How many rooms would you like?
Well, there's 3 of you for now. 3 currently, but if you could hold a 4th, there might be someone else coming.
Wonderful. Then for yes, 3 rooms, and I can hold the 4th. Would you like the suites? We have the penthouse room, if you'd like.
Penthouse. Now you're speaking my language.
I like
Yeah.
the sound of that.
Yes, at the very top. Currently it goes for, I believe, only 100 a night.
100. What a night. I'm not following.
Oh, 100 gold pieces, sir.
Oh, of course. Yes, please put
Yeah,
that on. the tab.
Can I stay in the house?
Oh, would you prefer... I mean... I do have a place if you would prefer to stay there, but...
What, like a penthouse with, like, at the top of a building with windows and, like, fancy things? Is that what you mean?
I mean, I have a room at the academy.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the 100 gold a night, you know. As long as it's on his tab, I'm cool with it, you know.
Well, you are working for him.
Of course.
So-
I'm down for that. Penthouse vibes. Fit for a king. That is me. The one true.
Earhart takes
The
a step
47th one.
Yeah. If you could get them the sweets, I'm gonna just turn it up. If you could get them the sweets, that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
Very well then, I'll get the suites ready. If you'd like to follow my colleague here, she'll lead you to the rooms. We provide cleaning services. If you have any need at all, please ring the bells. They're enchanted, and as such, there's no need to ring them multiple times. We'll come to you immediately. Take care of any issue that might arise. He gives you a bow, and the woman next to him, also an elderly elven woman, comes out from behind the desk with a small set of keys. She gives you a bow, and she invites you to follow her with a motion of her arm.
Are you all ready?
I guess if there's nothing else happening.
I am ready.
Alright then. Lead the way, please.
Of course, ma'am. And she begins to walk behind the counter into a second hall. As you follow her, you go up a small set of stairs and reach into another platform. Not unlike the one you just used. This one's square in design rather than circular. It has ethereal, teal, magical writing all around it. And on each of the wall are paintings. You can see in the way they're made, it's almost to be a diorama as you go upwards. She enters and moves to signify to everyone to take place inside as well. If you'd like, there's no issue of safety or anything regarding this. We do have stairs if you'd prefer.
Whatever you think is best. Are you adverse or?
Earhart is just looking off in awe of this place.
Oh, I think we're good to keep. We don't need the stairs.
Does everybody get in?
Yeah.
Earhart just gets in, just looking at everything.
You get in, and as you do, you see her press against a circle in the tapestry, upon which the square room you're in shuts. The only lighting you see is from the tapestry itself. Magical carvings, the trees lighting themselves up through their leaves. The scenery changes, and you go through many scenes. a nice, relaxing forest in the middle of night, a proud battlefield where knights clash with golden swords. You see the simple majesty of the stars, purple, white, and blue, stretching into the infinity, and that of the rising sun as you reach the top. You're bathed in a golden light as you exit into a great hall with a plush red carpet lined on either side with solid gold lining. There's a few sets of doors, 6 on either side, each of which are spaced generally. She moves forward towards a first door. I'm assuming you would rather have your own room, to whichever one of you wants to claim this room. She holds out a key. The key itself is no less a work of art than anything else. It seems to be made of pure platinum and carved almost like tree branches swirling together.
Her heart will take a shaky step forward.
She unlocks the door for you, opening it and revealing an immense room. The room has got to be a good 70 feet across in either dimension. You can see there's a few sectioning, but generally it's quite open plan. There is a huge bed that could fit 10 people without too much issue. There's a huge bathtub built into the floor. The actual walls are windowed, so that way you can see the city. And from this height, you can see the lighting work everywhere. It's a very taking sight.
We'll just step in, just still in shock.
Earhart, does this work for you?
This room is bigger than my old house.
Oh,
I will be fine.
She gives you the key and turns back to Arias and Vontron. We have similar rooms for the both of you if that fits your interests.
Arias
Without
nods.
to you.
Yes, please.
very rapidly.
She turns back around, hiding a smirk, and she leads you gently towards 2 identical rooms. Each of them are next to the one that was actually just taken by Erhat. She hands the 2 of you keys as well.
Hey,
Lady
what-
Arcana, would you also prefer to stay with us for the night?
Perhaps for the night I will. I'll admit I never really got the chance to.
Ah, wonderful. If you would rather take our finer suit, the penthouse is free for the night. I believe from tomorrow onwards, the Dwarven King will be here actually meeting with Sir Orley.
I
Well,
do
that
think
would be-
I did see that on the schedule. I think I'd honestly prefer to stay with my companions for the night. So if I could actually take that room,
Of course.
thank you.
She gives you a key as well and leads you to a similar room. You can find the bell mentioned by my colleague in the rooms. If you need for anything, please don't hesitate, and have a good stay.
Of course, thank you again.
She gives you a deep bow and heads back down the hall. What do y'all do?
Arias cannonballs onto his bed.
You do that with ease. There's so much room. You could all run across it.
He's bouncing on the bed like a child.
Your heart's gonna slowly close his door. As he just keeps looking around this place that is bigger than his house. And then he's going to walk over near the bathtub, take off his boots that Was it salt water that was like filling the area?
Oh, maybe.
He's just gonna get the water out of his boots and his clothes, and then he's gonna just bathe really quick, and then put on some normal clothes, and then ring the bell. 'Cause he heard something about cleaning, and he needs to clean his outfit, his like armor and stuff. So
You ring the bell, and just a few moments afterwards, someone goes to knock at your door. Sir, we heard you rang the bell. Is there anything we can do to help you?
he kind of like opens the door a bit. Yes, is there a place where I can wash my clothing?
The person behind the door, you can now see it's a rather tall human woman, looks at you. Oh, no worries, sir. We'll take care of that for you, of course. If you'd like to give them to us, they'll be returned to you. Sorry, they'll be returned to you before morning.
Okay, and then he's just going to assume that it's just how things run around here, even though the idea of someone not taking care of someone getting someone else to do their laundry is weird to him. He's just gonna go grab his gear, and then he's just gonna hand over the armor and the stuff I would usually put over it.
All right. And she takes it all and gives you a deep bow. We'll return them to you before tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, sir, and have a great night.
Thank you so much. And he just closes the door.
You do so, and a few moments afterwards, you hear steps going away.
He's gonna lock his door again, and then he's just gonna walk over. There was a window, right? Just kind of like looking over stuff.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk over there, sit down, grab his sword, and then he's gonna just start doing maintenance as he looks out in awe.
You do so. You've come down from mountains before, overlooking cities and the like. That's the sight you've seen before. But you've never been part of the sight as you look down on it. It's not hard to see why some people can go power mad. What's everybody else doing?
Going to bed.
You bed and you sleep?
Sleep. Yes.
You must be
Yeah.
so filthy.
Yes.
Fucking nigga named Bath.
You just jump in the bay because you've been shirtless, right?
Yes.
Oh, these poor
Oh.
people.
They better clean that shit in the morning. They'll be alright.
What about Roxana and Arias? Is Arias still jumping on his bed through the entirety of the night?
Oh, sorry. Yes. No. he jumped. He has his fun, and then he goes to have a bath, and then he goes to bed.
Alright, you have a nice big bath and then a nice big bed.
Yeah.
Same for Roxana?
Roxana's actually, so I'm like thinking of like really fancy hotels, and like usually the suites they have like an office space and shit. So Roxana's gonna go to like a desk, put her notebook down, and she's literally just combing through her notes and stuff about everything they've gone through for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as soon as she got in, she, like, took off one of the fancy outer robes, like, put her hair up type of thing. Put on the lights, and just sat down with her notebook hunched over.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Analyzing.
yeah, now she's analyzing and processing the day before. She's thinking about any calls she might need to make, or any messages she might need to send over to the academy. She's also thinking about her companions and how long they're going to stay, and if they're going to be meeting certain people, maybe their outfits need to be updated.
That might be a good idea.
So she's thinking maybe they go, of course, on the tab, of course. Because honestly, clothing is just necessity, right?
We're taking a shopping episode.
Shopping episode, or more of like sending out an assistant with your measurements and saying, I want this type.
Oh my god. That
You
doesn't
clearly
sound
are
as
not used to how rich people live, King.
When did Roxana measure us?
She's saying no, she's saying like getting your measurements.
'Cause it's like,
Giving
when did she
that
have time
out.
to
She
do
was
that?
just looking at your ass like, waist size
She goes
38.
like around at and she puts us in the suite and then hires agents to sneak in and get everyone's measurements.
Those pesky oilies.
It's like while you were resting, I measured every possible angle of your body. It's like, thank you so much.
I want to hurry
Yeah.
because I don't think there are many like types of clothing that fit Earhart.
Well, no, so she said like, all right, maybe tomorrow getting their measurements down and getting someone to go out and like ask for your style, ask them to go coming back with some outfit.
Nah, we should take a shopping episode.
I wasn't gonna be a shopping episode. It was literally gonna be someone else is doing it for you.
Don't make me throw a fit like an infant. I want to go shopping.
Okay, we can go
I have
shopping.
20 gold
Alright.
in a dream. I don't got any money.
We have a tab.
But you know who
Okay.
does have money? You know who does? The Snake Man. Snake Man.
There you go.
I'm about to hit a fresh lick on this dude. Don't ever tell me I got a tab. If that's not mine, yeah, you're finished. Yeah, you're finished. Your pockets are mine. Ah!
You guys couldn't put a dent if you tried. But yeah, no, she's like thinking about what they need to do day ahead. She's thinking about like she's gonna write out a report for like Snake Oile
Mm-hmm.
about stuff today that they've discovered.
Is there anything omitted from it?
She's gonna omit the messages and the vision she saw. She like the message when they first walked in,
Mm-hmm.
and the vision.
Snake Oil has trained her well.
Yeah,
Immediately betraying.
there's just an inkling, a small part of her brain that's like maybe I should keep that private for now because it could also be I'm crazy. No, it's fully like until this is actually something, it's not gonna be put into note. And then she's gonna pen a letter to one of maybe her professors at the academy or one of the higher ups at the academy, and it's basically gonna ask about if there's any sections or information available about what the fuck is the place called? Where is it? Nabar.
How
So she's good. So there's that letter. That letter she's gonna send, and so she's gonna like probably like send those off.
How?
She's gonna ring the bell essentially with the letter. She's just like, "Hey, hello, thank you. Can you please deliver these? Thank you."
Alright.
She knows how to act rich. She's been rich.
Yeah, do you have a delivery service? I don't know. Figure it out. I'm paying you.
Well, no, cause like again, I'm thinking of like what I know of like fancy hotels.
Daria, there's no need for you to lie. We all know that you are bougie. You are.
No, I've never fucking been to these, but like you can call the front desk usually and ask them to call someone for you.
Would you like to roll deception?
The nicest hotel I've ever stayed in was in Montreal, and it still had
Montreal?
2 queens in there.
Montreal has world-class hotels. How dare you just diminish that? Montreal is a world capital. What do you mean it's just Montreal?
Again, it still had 2 queen beds in there. I'm sorry, 2 doubles. It had 2 doubles in there. Anyway, but like I do know enough. Because, well, I haven't been to bougie hotels. I do know people who have been to bougie hotels.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Yeah, so she's gonna, like, have them to, like, she's gonna, like, have them do that. Yeah, she's gonna, like, draw a bath for herself, and then she's gonna go to bed.
alright. You do that. And with that, all of you can get a long rest.
And I'm gonna switch out my fucking spells.
Go ahead.
and
Or,
do the 2 dice rolls.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'd like to get also a bit of a vibe check. Is everybody good to keep going, or would you like to end it here for today?
I'm
I got
chilling.
I need to
I'm
eat.
chill.
Y'all can keep playing without me, but like I need to go. I gotta go.
That means you're not good to keep going, King.
I am not good. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Okay.
perfect. That's perfect.
But
All
you
right.
guys can keep playing. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know how you could spin that off. Like, I'm just still sleeping in the hotel room.
I mean, that
Yeah.
would work. That would work, but also that's not like we don't do that. You can't make it to a session. We will play without you, but like if you gotta go in the middle of a session, we will stop.
Okay. Yeah, I can keep playing.
We don't have to. We can just.
We
No,
could,
it's good. No, it's good. I'm here.
hold on,
I'm here.
wait, can we also take like a break?
Nah, bro. 'Cause I gotta cook to eat. But like, I can keep playing. I can keep playing.
All right. Moon, you feeling good for it too? I know it's getting
How
quite
much
late for you.
longer?
I don't know. That would depend on you guys. Might not be a bad time to cut it off. From what Dark has done, I assume she's gonna be looking into either meeting the Snake Oily people or the Academy people.
Yeah, we can keep going for a bit longer. I guess.
All right. I'm assuming like maybe 2 hours. Is that
Yeah,
Not
nah,
that
nah. I'm good. I'm good.
I was thinking like 30 minutes, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely not. You do realize it. We started at 4, so it's been 3 hours of you guys just getting out of the temple.
Yeah.
Meeting the people and stuff is gonna take a bit too. All right, we'll just cut it off here for today.
If that's alright, like we can keep going if people really want to keep going.
Let's stop.
Oh, no.
I'm good.
Oh, no.
Earhart,
I'm
Earhart
good.
is just the bodyguard. Okay, he doesn't have any business to take care of.
I will say I'm free most of this week. I want to say except for Friday and tomorrow, if we want to perhaps
Must be nice
do
to
another
meet you.
session to make up for
Can we
not doing
plan?
it.
Can we plan for
And that's what we're
another
doing.
time?
Nah, bro, I can't.
Okay,
I'm,
should I stop the recording? Should I like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
probably do the recording.